What's up guys, this is Everyj and welcome to my channel. Last week we've hit some jackpots on Home Depot, Honeywell and Intel, and now we're back at the weekend stock picks this week to do it again. These are stock picks that I'll be personally playing throughout the week or a month and hope that it will help those of you who are lost on what stocks to buy at the current stock market. And without further ado, let's get into the charts. Okay, SPY is looking very nice as of right now, breaking out of the channel slightly here. I do believe we could see $420 pretty soon, but I also believe we will have some pullback before the 420 mark. So I would wait for a dip to buy in for new trades or loading up on long-term stocks. Below $397 would be a little dangerous considering how extended we are on the chart. Therefore, I expect quite volatile market next week, and the week will be a day trader's paradise. Watch out for your swing positions and stocks and try to wait for a dip buy. Let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq made a very nice comeback as we have expected. In my earlier video, I have mentioned that firm break of $320 will cause market to explode, and it really did. Since we are in previous high right now, I do expect a little bit of pullback, but I believe we will break the all-time high pretty soon, probably within this week, at least next week. I will wait for a slight pullback and load some more on my tech stocks for this week. Now let's get into stock picks. Okay, first up on the pick is apps. It's a digital turbine. App is back on our list again for third time, and it's been running uptrend ever since I remember. And currently it is coming down for retracement, forming a correctional triangle, as you can see A through E here. It makes sense for me to buy at the dip around below $80 and hold it to see it coming up for up to $95 and potentially hitting $120 in the near future. Cut loss will be below $70 or hard break of the upside trend. Next up is Tyson Food, TSN. It had impulsive wave of 1 through 3 right now here, 1, 2, 3. And currently consolidating for the fourth. If you look at the chart right here, and it's also forming this bullish triangle, making correctional wave A through C here. I would like to pick some shares at the mid range of the triangle and hold it for upcoming fifth wave up to here around targets. Cut loss at below the previous lows, which will be around below $75 or maybe $74.10 and below. Next up is KO, Coca-Cola, that everyone loves. As a Memphis competitor myself, I love to drink their drinks every day. It's one of those things I cannot live without. And its earning is coming up on 20th of this month. And with current momentum of the stock, as you can see, it's a very bullish, it's forming bullish trend up to the north side. And I believe it will have a bit of run up before the earnings date. And that is where some easy money is at, in my opinion. Buy zone below previous lows and cut loss at break of the upside trend. I love playing these kind of earnings playing setups and experience some decent gains on the plays. Next up is ABT, Abbott Laboratories. They have been having monster run-ups ever since the post-pandemic, as you can see on the daily chart, all over here to here. And it is coming down on the lower end side of the trend line right now, which makes sense for me to play the stock again. Its earnings is up on the 20th of this month again, so do watch out for that. And I do not suggest holding them through the earnings, and we trade here to make money. This is a full-time job for me and not a full-time gamble. I also would suggest to get in the play after the earnings date as well. Buy zone at current level is pretty good too, but I'll try to look for a dip and cut loss at the break of the trend which is in this case below $116.50. Next up on the list is Unfi. It's a United Natural Food. It is an explosive rocket to the upside since beginning of this year, and currently just finishing wave 1 through 5, as you can see on the chart drawn here, and consolidating for another potential run up right now. It is getting close to the diagonal trend line of the lower side. I'll zoom in here so you can see easily right there, and it makes sense for me to get my toes into the play pretty soon. The buy zone at current level or a dip, and call us below previous support line around $30.25. Next up is Palantir. Is one of the cult stock everyone is talking about, and one of a stock that I do love to hold for my long-term portfolio. After its collapse around early February this year, it is now bouncing around the major support line. And if the line is held, it has very nice risk to reward ratio, and ratio is very tempting for investors at the level. I do believe many investors are also looking at the chart very similarly, so I do expect flood of money coming in the coming weeks or the week after coming. But do watch out that if the support line is broken, have a very quick cut loss below $20.50. Last up on the list is ICE, Intercontinental Exchange. It had its wave through 1 through 5 here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and currently consolidating, forming this correctional triangle A through E here. It just broke out, if you can see very closely, from the triangle, and I do see potential run up, but the play will be very technical, and I will get in at the dip, not at the current level, but have very close cut loss around $114.50, and will get back in around $112.50 or below, with another cut loss at $110.75. This is because some investors might take their profit out, and which might cause the stock to come back into the triangle again, and I would like to get into the trade again on the lower end side of the triangle.